So, hello everyone. Today, I don't know, I just feel like this need to just speak or just talk about relationships. I like those topics. But I am now currently in the process of a separation from my second marriage. Um, Took me a while to be able to like really be able to talk about it without being hurt or talk about it without being sad. Um 10-year relationship, 2 years of marriage. It's over. um More my choice because I wasn't treated fairly in the marriage or in the relationship. Um I don't like to speak things on people, but I can only give my perspective of the marriage. And for me, being cheated on over and 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 over, and there's less overs coming out of my mouth than the women I've had to experience in that 10 years. Chose to still stay in the relationship. Chose. It was a choice, which probably was not a smart choice, but it was a choice. I loved him. I appreciate what he brought to the table in the relationship at the time. And I met him a single mom of 3. So I think I overly compensated for the relationship because I was like so grateful that he wanted to be with me and my kids that I think I just fell over like head over heels for him. And you would think that was like perfect because it's like he didn't have children at the time. He thought at the time when I first met him 10 years ago, he thought he had a child. Not sure if that was really his child or not because the girl never really wanted to prove that he was the father. And I tried my best to stay out of it. And no, I didn't always stay out of the relationship with him and the girl because just things sometimes just it wasn't adding up in the relationship. Like, if you don't like her, if you're not dealing with her, if she don't want to prove DNA, then it's kind of hard for me, to be open to you having this child and like the child mother got other people thinking they're the dad. Like that was just too much. So I'm like, look, establish DNA. If it's your kid, then we're gonna be together because that's where we're at, and we'll take care of this child together, like we would take care of all of our kids together. And so that's where my mental was 10 years ago, and that did not work out. Off and on, because when I say off and on for 10 years, even through the 2-year marriage, off and on. The first year was like steady. The second year was just like choppy. Towards the end of that second year, it was just like, I'm done. I'm done. Like, you got chicks you hollering at excessively. Like you got a woman now. So I'm like, you got a woman. You're good. You can go be with your woman. And of course, so, we're still married. He has a woman. She's pregnant with his first child. I definitely am not upset about it because I feel like at this point, like our relationship was over, and probably was over before we even got married. If you really want to just be technical about it, I didn't want it to be over, and I was trying to hold on to it and make it work. I'm here today to let people know, like, when it's over, it's over. Move on. You know what I'm saying? If you got to break up with somebody 4 and 5 times in a 10-year span and 7, 8 times in a 10-year span, y'all do yourself a justice. Leave. Don't go back. Like I said, I genuinely, truly appreciated my ex for loving my babies, and I wanted to be a good woman to him and show him how much I loved him through all that I endured in our relationship. The dumbest thing sis could have ever did was endure through someone else's mess When a person's cheating on you, that has nothing to do with you. I could have been the best wife in the world. He's cheating. It has nothing to do with me. You know, even through this process of us not being together, you know, allowing his girlfriend to contact me and put me in my place just ultimately shows me how disrespectful this man has been to me prior to the girlfriend. Now that he has a girlfriend, I can't expect him to be respectful with his new boo now. No, he's disrespecting me. She's trying to disrespect me. And so I'm like, crickly, muggly, luggly. I'm not a bad person. I don't come for people. I knew about this girl before she was pregnant. I knew about this girl before I even decided to end my marriage. Unfortunately, she is the reason why I chose to end my marriage. You understand? Because when you've been around a bunch of cheaters and liars your whole life, you start to know when a man lies. When a woman is calling your phone over and 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 over again in the middle of the night, in the middle of the morning, in the middle of the day, in any time of the hours, you just slept with her. I'm not calling no man every moment of the day if I ain't even had no nook from the man. I'm not doing it. And if she's that crazy, good luck with her. I love for people to have love. I love for people to find love. Even if that means you done did me dirty to find your love, I just have to, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I wrote a long message when I first found out the girl was pregnant because my ex was nice enough and was respectful enough to at least tell me so I didn't have to hear about it in the streets. And I told the whole world about it in the streets. I told everybody. I'm like, yeah, y'all know my husband having a baby, y'all. Not about me, though. You understand? Ex-husband. You understand what I'm saying? He having a baby. But we're not really divorced yet. I'm hoping and praying soon. I don't want to file the divorce. Not because I don't want to not be married to him anymore. I want to definitely not be married to him anymore. I just don't want to file the divorce because I've already filed a divorce in life. They're draining. It doesn't matter. The most simplest divorce is draining. It's almost as like God is like, y'all, you just ain't a good thing. And so we're not going to go through this process and it feels good. No, it doesn't. Even when you want to get away from the person, it still don't feel good to have to go through a divorce. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It's hurtful. Like hurtful. You know, I don't think people understand. Like, this is my second marriage. I never married anyone with the possibility of a divorce. Of course, that's always an option. I don't give a darn who I'm with. If I'm with you, it's a possibility I won't be tomorrow. If I'm married to you, it's a possibility I will divorce you if you don't treat me right. Best believe that. What I won't do is sit around with folk and just be raggedy with them. That's what I won't do. I'll be raggedy all by myself, baby. I have no problems being alone if need be. None. You understand? No, do I want to be alone? No, I do not. If I have an option not to be alone because I'm building a relationship with someone else, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because no, I don't want to be alone. But if my options are not where I'm trying to go in life, if nobody's checking for me in that manner, I'm not going to be so desperate to like fall for anything. I'm not going to be so desperate to be with just anything. And men and women that do not appreciate human connect, you understand? I never asked my exes for anything. Nothing. Not no children, not no marriage, not no money, nothing. I have always asked my exes to, 1, be honest with me. 2, be loyal to me. And how that all works in our relationship, that's our business. You understand? So it's not saying, oh, because I asked him to be loyal to me, that means he would never cheat on me. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is loyalty is, you got my back. You ain't gonna have me out here looking stupid. So if you did cheat on me, you would tell me before this woman has the opportunity to tell me. You understand? Because if not, then that's not you being loyal to me. You understand? If I'm with you, you with me, then it's us. Regardless of what hurdles we have to jump over together, regardless of what problems we got to go through together, it's us. So don't have mud all over my face. Don't have me out here looking dumb when it's your actions making me look stupid. At least give me the audacity to look dumb with some clarity. That's loyalty for me. Because people gonna hurt you. I never got into a marriage with any of my spouses like, oh, they're not gonna be perfect men. No, that's not how I felt. I left my first marriage because he was abusive. Physically, emotionally, mentally, psychologically. I don't even know if I would be here today, possibly, if I still stayed with him. Okay? So I had to go. That was not even my choice. I had to go. Take my kids and go. This marriage is ending on a divorce due to infidelity and just straight up triflingness. You understand? Like, nah, like, I know my worth. I know what I can endure. I know what I have handled. I have dealt with you cheating on me our whole relationship. I will not deal with you cheating on me and having babies. You're not rich. So your little coin now got to be divided for 2 households? Boy, bye. You don't make enough money for that for me. Your coin ain't long enough for that for me. I got to go. You understand? My oldest child is 21. I got a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old. You talking about more babies that are not mine that I'm going to have to like have some degree of like courtesy to a certain extent, because that child's gonna need things. That child's gonna need you. That child's gonna need finances. That's a whole ready-made family. I'm good, bruh. I don't do ready-made families. You feel me? Like I'm not trying to be the side chick to no man and his wife, because I want to be like, I don't want to be in your triangle of love. You understand? I don't care if your wife was cool with it or not, because at some point I'm gonna have emotional feelings for you, bro, and then I'm gonna want you to be my husband. Now I'm gonna want your wife to move out of the way, because that's what happens. Don't nobody want to be second choice to nobody or third choice to nobody. That's corny. I don't know where they do that at. I don't do that. We're not doing that. Understand? Now, so I'm not against my first marriage. My ex had a baby in our marriage, and I stayed. And I would go get the baby, and I would parlay with the baby. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that either. So let me make that clear to people. What you do in your relationship is long as it works for you and the other person is 2 thumbs up. If it's taking mental drain from the other person, it's time to break up. Because what I'm not about to do is give nobody my mind. I done gave you my heart. That was given. Okay? Nobody but the Lord can have this brain. Nobody. Okay? Because sometimes I don't think as humans we understand, like, you can make decisions with your heart. With your heart that's gonna cause you some pains. That'll have you thinking you in child labor. I'm telling you, it'll hurt so bad. Versus when you use with your mind. You understand? Your mind is going to do more observation. It's going to look into the situation deeper. Okay? So then when you use the 2, you got a good balance. You understand? Because you're going with your heart, but you thought about it. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times, I'm almost 40. When I met my ex, I was in my 20s still. I didn't think about nothing with my mind. All I'm thinking about is I love him. He helped me with these kids. I love him. Okay? That's it. He had nothing. Nobody wanted. But I loved him for what he could give me. And I accepted the little bit I got. And I thought I was the world. And I wanted to give it back to him. Because I was eager. Because my heart was all up in it, baby. Okay, now let's rewind now to 10 years later. Now I'm thinking with my mind. I'm like, yeah, I love him. But our relationship is like horrible. This man is talking to every woman on the phone. He don't want to be with me. He really just here for convenience because like I'm making sure like the house I live in. He said these things to me. He said, if I wasn't here, you would still have to pay the rent. So what's the difference? Wow. So my mind started thinking like, the difference is you still are my husband. I'm coming to you as a wife. I'm coming to you in a vulnerable state of mind to tell you, I can't handle all of this. Have you not? 10 years ago, rent wasn't what it is today. 10 years ago, car notes and car payments are not what it was today. I can't keep doing this by myself. We're going to have to come together on our finances or we're going to lose everything. My heart can no longer pay the bills. And my mind can't take you constantly cheating no more. 10 years ago, I think I was a little bit more out of my mind to dealing with it. And so I just blocked it. Or like when we would break up, that's generally why I always would break up with him. I only always broke up with my ex because of infidelity. Even now. Cheating. Then lying about it. Then me having to find out about it. Not from you, but from the streets or your cell phone. And it's just like, at almost 40, I'll be alone. I will be alone before I deal with anyone insulting my intelligence as far as like who I am as a person. I'm not a bad person. I'm not out here to get nobody. Now you come for me, I will get you. You better ask about me in these streets, okay? I don't play them games. Sis moves in silence. But when I move, and I move quick. So you better be ready for it, okay? But I'm just want to let people know, like, if you really don't love someone, the other person don't know until they put the puzzle together. Spare them. Spare them. Don't be with people because they financially taking care of you and you too weak to do it yourself in the moment. That's selfish. That is so selfish. Do not be emotionally putting people through stuff when you know you're emotionally not ready to be emotionally invested in that one person because you like everybody, and that's okay. Leave people where they are. If you know Kim or Roger wants to be in a relationship and it wants exclusiveness, but you know your nasty behind want to be with everybody, then leave people alone. Find somebody on your level. Find someone matching your energy. If you're a liar and a cheat, go find a liar and a cheat. If you are a manipulator, go find a manipulator. If you are just not a good person, please go find you a not good person so they can show you what it is. And if you want to change, that's fine. We all have the ability to grow in life and mature and do better. Then change, then find you something better. But if you are scum people in relationships, find some scum behind people to be with. And stop just handling decent people any kind of way, because you leaving your demons behind for that person to have to fight through to get through. You understand? And that's not fair as humans. Why would we want to do that to people? Because you already know when you get in these relationships, you don't want what the other person wants. You know that. The other person don't know. They got to figure it out. Stop. Just stop. Stop using people. It's horrible. I've never used nobody. You understand? If I had to go without, if I had to be without, whatever it was, I never used nobody. I've always kept it 100 with folks. Even when it cost me things. Even when it cost me a degree of happiness. Even when it cost me a degree of peace, I kept it 100. Let's keep it 100.